Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from your secret admirer. So there are 4 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Ocean Jasper heart. Group 2 is the Red Glass heart. Group 3 is the Amethyst heart. And group 4 is the Clear Quartz heart. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups, or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you would like to jump ahead. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Ocean Jasper heart. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards to function as the framework for this channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using pronouns such as I, me, and you. So what does your secret admirer want you to know right now? Okay, we have the 9 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 5 of Cups, Strength, the Star, and 7 of Cups. I can't believe I worked so hard to get you, only to let you go, to let you slip through my fingers so easily. You seem so happy without me, and as much as I want to make my presence known to you at this time, to try and see what can be salvaged out of this situation, I don't want to disrupt the peace that you have cultivated for yourself. Your aura is a wonder to behold. Your essence is pure glory, and I am so lonely without you. I go through the motions of my ordinary day, and I try to ignore the constant reminders that are jeering at me and are saying, look what you could have had and what you lost. So I am left now with this sense that maybe I am just meant to move forward with my life, alone and longing, wishing for yesterday, hoping and praying that you'll be the one to say something first, to redeem me in this situation, so that we might transform the past into something beautiful, something wondrous and new. And yet every indication that I've given you up to this point is that I am perfectly content with my face turned away from you, that other horizons captivate me, that you are the farthest thing from my mind, which couldn't be further from the truth. All of my attention is on you, and it always has been. From the moment you stepped into my life, You took my breath away. You outshined all others in a way that continues to amaze me. You seem so peaceful in this new life that you have created for yourself. And yet I know it's taking immense strength on your part just to will yourself to hold the vibration of happiness and to not let the sorrow of what happened between us in the past encroach any more than it already has on the joy which is rightfully yours to have and to hold. As I watch you drift further away from that place where I turned and left you, I'm proud. I'm proud of who you have become. And I'm wishing you all the best. And I'm wanting to be that one that stands by your side, that moves forward through this next phase of time alongside you. And yet I'm afraid of making matters worse. I'm afraid of dimming your shine even just a little bit and adding confusion to what feels like a certain path that you have chosen to embark upon. I know that it is going to take more than words of apology to turn the page in the situation between us. And the brighter you shine, the more difficult that task becomes for me. I know I owe you closure. I know I owe you the truth of just how much you have always meant to me. I don't want to get your hopes up, only to let them down again should my cowardice interfere, or outside circumstances once again topple down what we are working to build and create. So for now, I will watch you, my bright star on the horizon, glowing brightly for all the world to behold. And I will content myself with the knowing that once we were so close to happily ever after. And I will try a little more each day to push aside the constant reminders of how I let this slip through my fingers and how I watched you walk away. So those are your messages in terms of signs. With cups, we have water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Strength is Leo, and the star is Aquarius. So I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your secret admirer, or it can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got R, N, A, L, D, Z, Q, S, and U. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of pick a cards and general energy readings related to subjects such as spirituality, ascension, wellness, and self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the red glass heart. So I'm going to start by pulling some tarot, and this will be the framework for the channeling, and then I will dig into the deeper energies surrounding that. And I'm going to be channeling using the first person tense, so pronouns such as I, me, and you. So what does your secret admirer want you to know right now? Okay, so we have the Hanged Man, Death, Justice, Six of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Chariot. I watch you in a way that keeps the cloak of mystery tightly wrapped around me. I don't dare get too close at this point. I know how sensitive you are, how your intuition would clue you in to my presence if I were to draw any nearer. So I watch from the shadows, and I wait for that moment when I can come forth and spread my truth to you so plainly as I have wanted to do for what seems like an eternity. You are a mystery to me, and in many ways you seem to hold the key, the answer to every question I have ever held within. And yet barely a word has been exchanged between us. There are so many things I want to do and discover with you. And I feel that we have the capacity to not just fulfill one another on an emotional level, but to fulfill in some way a greater aspect of our purpose individually in the here and now. From the moment I laid eyes on you, I felt this uncontrollable pull in your direction. Like a magnet, you draw me in, nearly against my will. It takes all my effort and careful strategy in order to remain a mystery to you, though I suspect you are aware of my presence in more ways than one. I can only half cloak myself from you in dreams, and I've been given word that ancestors and others in your spiritual guard have made note of my presence, have weighed in their interpretation of what we might become together and who I am to you. I hope that they have put in a good word for me, I have asked their blessings in the best way that I can, knowing as little about you as I do at this point, and yet feeling the synchronicity that beyond words there is an alignment between us, that we are meant to become so much more than we are to each other at this point in this lifetime. I want to add to the measure of your success the cup of love which you have filled for yourself and which overflows abundantly into everything you do and speak is an inspiration to me. It is this beacon of love that you are which has drawn me in, or should I say, has prompted me to return to my perch where I watch you intently and in unconventional ways. Though I may feel to be in spectral form to you at times, I know that your keen sensitivity has clued you in that there is a warm body somewhere on the other side of this energy which pulsates to you and moves around and watches and protects and creates balance, though we are not eye to eye in this moment. I want to prove to you in energy that I can be trusted, that I will be there for you through thick and thin, that where others have fallen short or have shied away from your intensity, I will stay, because I have always been with you. You are never not on my mind in some manner. You're just there, even without trying. Your presence is in everything that I see. And so I'm keeping my distance, as I don't want to overwhelm you with the gravity and nature of what I feel inside for you. And the seeming delays that keep me in the shadows, these are not without their reasons. I know exactly what I'm doing. It gives me such joy to watch you basking in your own authenticity, having come into your own so beautifully. You are not the person that I first remember, and yet you are everything I always knew and hoped you could become someday. It's a delight to watch you walk through the world. But I can promise you this, that I will not remain on the peripheral of your life, just an energetic suggestion for very long. I am coming towards you. There are fewer and fewer reasons left for me to delay. Keep shining your beautiful light and trust that in a time which will make your heart sing with excitement, you will turn around and I will at long last be there. So those are your messages in terms of signs. With the Hanged Man, we have Pisces energy, Death is Scorpio, Justice is Libra, the Chariot is Cancer, Cups energy is water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, and Swords is air, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your secret admirer, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. All right, so we've got X, E, V, C, Z, U, O, D, W, and P. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of pick-a-cards and general energy readings related to subjects such as spirituality, ascension, wellness, and self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the Amethyst heart. So I'm going to start by pulling some tarot, and this will function as the framework for the channeling, and then I'll dig into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using pronouns such as I, me, and you. So what does your secret admirer want you to know right now? We have the Star, Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, Strength, and Three of Wands. You are a powerhouse, and to say that you intimidate me would be an understatement. I feel so vulnerable already at the idea of breaking the ice, introducing myself, making my intentions known for you. I know that I must come towards you in perfect love and perfect trust. But because anything else, any little bit of deception, any dissonance or doubt or fear within my energy would be picked up on by you immediately, and that the exploration of what might blossom between the two of us would be thwarted if I don't come to you in the same authenticity that you embody. You are an inspiration, and you have helped change my perception on so many things. I was never confident to be myself until I watched you walking through the world just as you are, unapologetically. So secure, even though I know you must hold vulnerability and fear somewhere inside. You're only human after all, aren't you? You seem like an otherworldly and ethereal being who is above such mundane concerns. There's so much about you I don't know. so much of your history that remains a mystery. Maybe these are battles that you have long conquered, that fear is a thing of the past for you, that you have evolved beyond that, if such a thing is possible. You help give me the courage to dream bigger, to trust in the truth and the direction of my own personal journey. With just a smile, you widen the horizon of what I am aiming toward. No one's ever done that for me before. And so I'm curious. I want to get to know you on a deeper level. For all that you have been able to unlock so far, just moving through the world as yourself. What could you possibly help me to discover within myself? If these walls of the unknown were to dissolve between us, and there was familiarity, friendship, romance that were to blossom between us. The possibilities seem endless, and I have been on the brink of announcing myself so many times up till now. At the last minute, things keep turning me around. On a few occasions, it was the mistake that maybe you wouldn't be open to someone like me, that only highlighted even more aspects within self that I needed to grow beyond. Even my failures in speaking to you at this point in time have been teaching tools. I can only imagine what more there is for us to learn from one another when we are face to face, having open conversations, rather than me just talking to the image of you that I hold in my mind. I am very near to you, but I am just behind your gaze. At this point, you wouldn't recognize me from any other if I were to cross your path. But I know of you as a source of hope, and I'm wanting to explore what else there is to you, to learn about the human side that must cohabitate with this divine being walking around here on the earth plane. That's what you appear like to me, and so many others. From this vantage point, I have had a keen perspective of the effect that you have on the world around you. And it is the aspect of you not even knowing fully the capacity of your impact to spread joy through your resilience and through your authenticity. This is what has intrigued me the most. How could you not know how special you are? Or maybe you do. And the instinct anyone else would have had to brag about the feats and the journeys and the battles that led to this place, those victories that you celebrate silently within. You have transcended that tendency toward hubris and ego. To say that I just want to learn from you is an understatement. There's so much more that I want to unfold. My draw to you, it's more than skin deep, and it's more than just something on an intellectual level. You have awakened something within my soul that knows no bounds. And so I am not putting a definition or boundaries or conditions on what I hope to achieve and experience with you when I take that first step, which I most assuredly will, to announce myself to you, to take action so that we are no longer strangers, but that we can begin the beautiful process of acquainting with one another, as I suspect that we have done over the course of many lifetimes. You feel that familiar to me. So I guess it would be right for me to say, it's a pleasure to meet you again. So those are your messages in terms of signs. With the star, we have Aquarius. Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Strength is Leo, and the High Priestess is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your secret admirer, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. All right, we've got E, H, B, V, W, T, R, J, and U. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of pick-a cards and general energy readings related to subjects such as spirituality, ascension, wellness, and self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support over there as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 4. You chose the clear quartz heart. So I'm going to start by pulling some tarot, and I'll use that for the framework of the channeling, and then I'll dig into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling using the first person tense, so pronouns such as I, me, and you. So what does your secret admirer want you to know right now? Okay, so we have Two of Wands, the Hanged Man, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Three of Pentacles. I've run from my feelings for long enough. There was a time when I thought I had this game of love all figured out, that I was 10 steps ahead, that I knew everything. Nothing unpredictable would ever sneak up on me, ever again, and catch me off guard. I was so alert and so closed off when you first graced my life with your presence. You had me tangled in knots and confused and alive inside in a way that is indescribable. And then, though I am normally so certain, so confident that I have it all figured out, you melted down the walls which it had taken me years to put in place with just a look, just an utterance of one word, and I was helplessly entwined in the spell of your essence. I have delayed the progression of this path to togetherness long enough. I have stuffed down and overanalyzed my feelings for you for longer than was necessary. And I'm sorry for this waiting game that I have made you play. No one has moved me so profoundly inside. I never knew what it was like to truly feel alive inside until I met you. And I thought that if I just focused on the here and now, if I tended that garden of certainty that you toppled over without meaning to and purely with your own existence, that I could just remain in place and the memory of you would fade. Off into the distance you would go, and I could remain content in my walled fortress. But the force of love would have none of that. Both our hearts are awake now, and I am moving towards you. I am ready to step into that place of receiving the love that you are fully and giving you everything that I am inside. All the best of me, which has been in hibernation. Even across the distance, you have helped me to understand that all has not been lost. It's been merely waiting to be expressed in a tender and beautiful way. That all the deception and all the skepticism and all the hurt, all of that, it's been the path. It's been the paved stones. It's been that bitterness that cushions the sweet. And I am ready for that sweetness now. I am ready for forever with you. I've had my eye on you for quite some time. In a myriad of ways I watch, never from the same angle for too long, because I want to be able to pleasantly surprise you with this turning of events. I know there are apologies that need to be given and that it will take time to rebuild trust, that we must start slowly and patiently in order to rebuild from where we left off. And what I have seen of you, what the methods of collecting information have described to me, is that your frequency is ripe for this blossoming between us to occur. You are in a season of abundance, and it is only right that I add the measure of abundance that I can by revealing these feelings for you at long last. That I take that step, which I am right on the edge of, to move in your direction, to stand in the truth of these feelings and this possibility and the actualization of what we have always been to one another, openly and for all the world to see finally. The story is not over between us. And as much as you have gathered your strength and you have become that love which you were hoping would be reciprocated from me and was not, despite all of that, I want to give this another try, and for real this time. I have evolved from who you were dealing with before, and so much of that is thanks to you and the steps you have taken to become pure energy and love itself. You've done a beautiful job of describing to me in real time what love truly is. Thank you for proving me so pleasantly wrong. And all I had imagined that this spark between us would be after all this time. And for dismantling my preconceived notions of what I had experienced before and put in the box of love. It was merely a shade, a reflection of that. Nothing that can hold a candle to what you are, to what flows and breathes and moves in between us still, now, here, today, always. You have never been far from my mind, and you have always been in my heart. I have always loved you. And I want to prove that. I want to say those 3 words, I love you, while looking in your eyes, loudly and for everyone to hear. I want to stand by you finally. The time is right for us, and I am ready. Please trust in these signals that you're getting and the sensation of my presence coming in closer, stronger, more certain than before. You have done a beautiful job of holding space for me. And now it is my turn to cradle you in more love than you ever thought was possible, and which I am only able to comprehend and become because of you. So those are your messages. In terms of signs with wands, we've got fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Hanged Man is Pisces. With the cups, we've got water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And Pentacles is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your secret admirer, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got R, C, E, V, B, Y, G, H, F, I, and K. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of pick-a cards and general energy readings related to subjects such as spirituality, ascension, wellness, and self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.